that I got time for. I got the booze, stuck with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Miami Dolphins. Now the Michigan man, Jake Moody, to get us started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already here, they'll audible to something else.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked off by Fred Warner. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
On first down, Purdy. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now Purdy. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
Dorsett, the man in motion. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now Tua signaling to change things up. On second down, Tua. Open man is Higgins. Room to maneuver at the 35. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they'll give this to Imfl. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Dolphins sit 7-6, a game over 500 on the year. And they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. A short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now they'll change things up. 3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run. Imfl. Oh, fighting off the defender. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Second and goal from the 1. Now Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year?
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing here, Purdy. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they are certainly playing their best football of the year.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. You look at this Niner defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established themselves pretty well throughout this season. But boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
He's going to sit right over the middle. Watch the middle. We got two.
Now Tua going to change the play.
Kill.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Looking to pass. Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it looking at 4th and less than a yard. How about this? They'll change it at the line. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jalen Phillips. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. But Charles, this offense just can't seem to get off the ground.
But the quarterback, he has to keep picking himself off the ground because this pass rush, they've been on him so far in a big way. 3 sacks here in the first half. He might tell his offensive line, quit helping me up and just block the guys in front of you.
That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 18 yards, first down Niners.
And now at this point in the first half, you've got to realize as an offense, you're not going to get it all back in one fell swoop. This is going to be about sustained drives and making sure you finish with points. And that's a good throw there for a first down.
And he's got some space here. Touchdown, 49ers! Christian McCaffrey with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Niners post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. So after a scoreless first quarter, our first score of the game here in quarter number 2.
And it comes on a great run too, Brandon, because once he got past that first wave, how about how he kicked it into high gear, able to outrace defenders all the way to the end zone.
Jake Moody now for the point after. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Right back to Achane on second down. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. The short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
A run now from Achane. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. That 2 is going to change things up. They'll run for it with Achane. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. In motion, Hill. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Niners are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw, Purdy. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he works free. Still on his feet. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. That burst good for 20 and a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
Here is 3rd down and 4. And now an audible here into something else. On 3rd down, Achane. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll go. Achane. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On play action, here's Tua escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. Tua going to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Now they'll send Waddle in motion left.
Who's that? 20 TX.
Black Ultra.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now Tua signaling to change things up. On first down, Tagovailoa. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. How you like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you?
And he'll go out of bounds after getting this across the 15. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, it's Purdy. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Play action. Now Purdy. Flushed out right. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They go play action here. Purdy. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Moody good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Tua going to change the play. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. He's got a man. Complete. He's to the 15 and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into that deficit. Mike McDaniel, no hesitation on his end. He's telling his offense to go for 2. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Now they'll try and set up the quarterback draw here. And he'll find his way in for 2. And we're back to a 2-score game. The lead's cut to 16. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll just take a seat in the drive when we get at the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 78 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a 1st down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may... It got his man complete. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the 49ers are able to stretch out their lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. Moody good with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
On first down, back to Achane. And he stopped immediately there. Dre Greenlaw in there on the tackle.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's Tua. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
57 Mike 57. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Show it. Show it.
That Tua's going to change things up.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A give left side. Here's Achane. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Tua. And my goodness, another interception. And now off to the races down the right side. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Now Moody for the PAT. And he's been a busy man. 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Well, it looks like they'll move things around here. 2 now on first down. Throw left side to Higgins. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away because you've got to take care of the ball.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's 49er football here. They've got and across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel taking it in from the 20.
And the Niners look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Now Tua signaling to change things up.
They go play action here on first down.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Isaiah Rodgers. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd and 3.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he won't get close. Only a yard. 4th and 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good. And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Looking to throw.
This one thrown underneath to Achane.
And they will stop him short.
They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
An audible here to get a new look. Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Now Tua going to change the play.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it. Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Tua on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. This is Samuel.
And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. McCaffrey running up the middle.
And able to get this to the 31.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
This is 2nd and 8.
nights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show